Oh my god, look at that video length. First few minutes of this video, guys, is going to be the progress I've made of the past few months, and then it's going to be a ramble video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. RS3, by the way.
I love all bitches. Round, square, over bitches. Rich, poor, slave bitches. Smart, dumb, crazy bitches. Rude, horny, dirty bitches.
Welcome to a brand new RS3 Ironman video. Quick little showdown of the Herb Lore tab I'll be doing in a few seconds, actually. At the moment, our goals are to get 200 mil fire making. I've done 4% so far. And 3 bill XP, probably like a week or something. And then finish off 200 mil thieving. So that's where we're going to be for this video. And that noise was loud. I'm currently just fishing monkfish on the hardcore. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I get probably 3 billion experience. Let's fucking go. Alright, watch this shit. This should be, I hope, 200 million. I think we'll do 120 invention first, I guess. Sure. Why not? Awesome. And 200 million BG on the Ironman. Oh, baby. Here we go, man. It should say in the chat on my other account, 3 billion. Oh, shit. I forgot. It says it in the world as well. Cool. 3 billion, baby. Look at that shit. Oh, my God. I literally just logged in and got the Bernie when I'm 3.5 mil away. No way, bro. Oh my god. Oh my. Look at that, bro. 196 million. Oh. So I'm pretty sure I was like 150 mil fire making whenever I said I'd be going for 200 mil. And I'm not exactly sure how long it has been since then. But there it is. There's 200 mil. And I'm extremely happy that I was able to get the Bernie pet before 200 mil, which is crazy. So, there it is. We are done with that skill. What is next? Probably, as usual, fuck out of my face. Here we go. Nice. Jesus Christ, I gotta do my dailies right before I head off to RuneFest, so my challenges, I'm trying to complete all these ones. And I get the ring. That's pretty interesting, I guess. I'm not sure which pet this actually is in terms of the skilling pets, but we will check if I can figure out how to do it with all these new things. Skilling, there we go. Oh god, I can't count these. Why can't these just be numbered for us? 15, I believe, is my count there. So I have 15 pets. I believe there's 19. I am missing... What am I missing? Definitely missing construction. Dungeoneering. Fuck that, dumb. 200 mil. Missing herb lore. I'm like 40-something mil dry. And fletching, I'm like 20 mil dry, I believe. But, there we go. Oh, the Runecraft XP is 98 mil. Been that long for a very long time, so not too far from 100. I haven't recorded a skilling milestone in like 10 years. There's 100 mil fishing. Pretty cool. Look at this lovely Runecraft pet, bro. It's so pretty, bro. Look at that shit. That PM's a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I have recorded on the regular Ironman account, but here is a cool little milestone that has taken me a long time to get 100 million cooking experience. Cool. God damn. Damn, it's been a long time since I've done an Ironman video on RS3. So as you guys just saw by the first few clips, I was just basically recording throughout the past few months. It was just a few little milestones that I reached, but here will be the commentary part, probably the ramble part of the video. Just going to be AFKing ARC, doing woodcutting, well, construction woodcutting on my hardcore, and we're slaying on old school on the main account. Look at me, so busy. Haha. Too bad I have no life. When your RS schedule busier than your IRL schedule, woohoo! So, what is there to talk about my RS3 Ironman account? Quickly, just to go over a few things. This is my current XP. Probably a few more months, honestly, till I hit 3.5 bill. Only things I've really been working on for the past few months have just been AFKing Arc. 190 million Div XP, got that last night. I believe about 2.5 weeks away, maybe 3 weeks from 200 mil. I haven't really done cash much at all anymore. I kind of just stopped doing it. Anything that kind of just annoys me, I just kind of stopped doing on RS3, whether it's efficient to do or not. This is like, what, 110k div an hour or something like that? I'm not even too sure. And cash is almost a mil an hour. So giving that up was kind of shit, but I just enjoy my days much more not doing cash. But yeah, maybe like 15 or 20 more days I should be done with div. The entire time doing div, I've also been doing a little bit of fishing, a little bit of wood cutting on the Arc, and of course farming, which is really inefficient, but there's the current farming XP. I'm going to show you guys real quick all of the, this isn't really an achievement, but it's kind of just cool. So here's like all the things I have done on the Arc in terms of gathering stuff. 151,000 wobbegongs, I think it's like, what, 700 XP each. Ancestral energy, is that what it's called? I don't remember. Yes, here we go. 124,000, pretty cool. Public, what else is there? Right, there's the mushroom stuff. I think it's this one. I think that's the first one. 109,000 mushrooms. That is a lot. Jesus Christ. Obviously, you guys already know the tort things that I did in a long time. No, that's not. God damn it. This one's like 101,000 or something like that. 101.6. What else have I done here? Right. What are they called? Golden bamboo? It's just bamboo. It might just be bamboo. Search bamboo. Alright. 83,000 bamboo. Not too bad. I would assume doing all of this, including the div and farming, takes probably 2,000-3,000 hours. I don't really know how long it's been, but I've been AFKing this for at least 6 months since I made my hardcore, about almost 7 months of it now, I think. And it's all I've been doing. Next thing I will be doing actually is crafting. I was doing crafting daily challenges for probably about maybe 2 or 3 months, as well as finishing off all the chip things I had, whatever they're called, the shell things from the tortoises from Ark. So I've been doing like contracts with crafting. Ran out of that a little while ago though, but I'm at 156 million now, which is not too bad. I'm going to do a few things before I go to Harps and finish that off. I believe I'll be definitely finishing it off at Harps. If you guys didn't know, they updated crafting recently on the, what do you call it? Dungeoneering. They made it so the hide is actually freaking stackable. So I'm going to assume now, like before the EHP was doing C2 crafting, or like in Dungeoneering, I don't know if it was C2 or C3 even. But now it's much easier to do. I would say it's something that I would probably do at this point just because it's very easy. I mean, you used to make like 5 bodies per inventory. Now you make like 25 or even more than that. So that's got to be nice if you're currently doing that. Oh, and before you mention, I don't have div urns because I just couldn't be asked to make them. I've made a few in the past, but I just normally don't bother making them. They're just, like I said, 0% about efficiency on this account as of the past few months. I've also moved on to doing construction dailies. I believe this is like, what is it, 70 million construction a year or something if you do con dailies, which is kind of funny. So a year from now, I'll be showing you guys me getting 120 construction. I think I have around 200,000 teak logs in the bank, which would be teak planks soon once I use that little plank maker thingy. So yeah, that's going to be like an extra 20 mil XP or so, give or take. So that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, it's a very easy daily to do. That's quite AFK actually. I normally like use a pack yak for doing it. There is those new invention items, but they really didn't do a good job on those things. They have like 40 or 50 charges, and you need like 6 of them just to do one daily challenge for construction. So the deep hacker, whatever it's called, it like notes your flatbacks you're making while doing con, but it takes too much time to make one in terms of disassembling crap, and then the time it saves you is nothing. They need to enhance the hell out of that thing. Maybe make a perm one. I mean, it's not like it's good con XP, or I don't know, I guess perm one would just make AFK con, but I believe they are very soon or shortly, they're going to be updating con, so it's left click for build and remove. So I think once they do that, they could probably add a perm deep hacker thing, whatever it's called, that just doesn't ever, or maybe you can use charges actually. That'd be a perfect time to make it use charges, kind of like what do you call it? The earn enhancer thing, where like you get 25% more XP per earn you teleport, but it uses like a charge or something like that. They could do something like that for the D-Pack or I don't know what it's called. I think it's a D-Pack. It notes the things for you. So, I mean, that would bring AFK con in the game, but it would be really shit XP. And we're going to have left click to build and remove. That's easy as hell. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that, honestly. So, at that point, I wouldn't even care if that happened. But yeah, I make like 50 flatbacks per inventory with the Pack-Yak, bank for like 3 seconds, and go back to my house. So it's not worth doing at all. Good idea, though, but, you know, needs more... a little more rework. I'm sure you guys probably already know I finished Prayer. I think I was doing Prayer while I was playing my hardcore. I was just finishing it off at Vyers. I might go back there one day just to AFK something. Slayer had a huge buff on this game in terms of EH or XP per hour even, I guess. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I haven't touched it since, but I might consider doing Slayer in the future. I don't really know when. The plans for this account have just been so lopsided. Like sometimes I just want to log in and do these things. Sometimes I just want to AFK and continue playing my 2 other accounts. As of right now, this account is the least of my priorities in terms of any RuneScape accounts. Like if I had to log off of one account automatically, I would choose this one probably and play my other 2. So that's what this account is currently at. Like right before my hardcore, this was like my priority. This is my golden butter. But yeah, as of right now, it's not. So yeah, con dailies is what I've been doing for the past little while. I've also been doing my ARC contracts non-stop. I got a ton of, I think you get like 30 mil plus fletching XP yearly from just doing contracts, at least the way I'm doing it. I'm not doing just fletching contracts, I'm also doing cooking contracts. And sometimes I do other ones as well. I was doing a bit of div ones. If I do div just like this, it's pretty much worth doing div contracts, but I can't be asked doing those because it's, you know, really AFK anyways. But yeah, I recently hit 100 mil cooking, so I'll be hitting 120 in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks probably from just the ARC contracts. 200 mil cook is probably going to be obtained strictly from just doing ARC contracts, I believe, because I'm going to be fishing on ARC anyways, so I may as well do cooking there as well. I'm still doing things like my broads every day and feathers and all that stuff. Sometimes I don't do it all the time though, but like I'd say at least 75% of the time I do it, so it would pass in a poll. Haha. And rune crafting, you can now rune craft soul runes, I believe. I did all mine on RuneSpan. I don't know if I'll do the rest at RuneSpan. I probably honestly will though. I believe soul rune's like 4 times faster though than RuneSpan, but or 3 times faster actually. But I don't really know if if I do that souls, I'll have to pay attention and I won't be able to play my other accounts, or I'll have to AFK them. So if I ever do get this far, I'll probably AFK RuneSpan honestly, and just finish it off there. So instead of spending like 300 hours doing souls, I'll spend like 1,000 doing RuneSpan. That sounds like a great idea. I believe this is the new combat pets coming out here, but anyways, continuing on. So long-term goals in this account, I haven't really decided on. There is a chance I might just end up logging into this account just to do my dailies and log out. If I can't really AFK it, I probably at this moment don't really want to do it. Until I have, you know, passion for this account again, then I'll go back to it and I'll focus on it. But some things that I will probably finish in the next little while is going to be obviously this. Farming in the long run, I will like to finish. I might go back to Vyers to finish part of it. I kind of want to get 120 Slayer. I'm not sure when I'll do that, but it's pretty easy now, I believe. Fletching, I think if I do my broads that's in my bank, I have around 75 mil XP banked, I believe. So, yeah, a bit like 125 mil plus fletching. So that's going to finish one day, as long as I keep doing my broads. Crafting will be done at Harps. I would like to finish this, doing... obviously thieving at Elf City. That's going to be done at one point. I'm quite sure I'll finish this one. Herbler, I haven't done a herb run in a very long time, so I'm not sure this will finish. I'll show you guys my herb tab later on in this video anyways, but this is where my herb XP is currently at. Might I note that I haven't done any, I don't do the beach event and things like that. I'll probably add like a ranty-ish part of this video eventually, things that just kind of bother me. But as of right now, I'm just going to discuss, you know, my current plans and where I'm at. But yeah, beach event, suck my dick. Construction will be done with dailies, like I said. DG's already done. This will be who knows how high. Rune crafting, if I ever get back into rune spin, I'll finish it. If not, I might just get 120 and stop there. Magic and like these things will be done with Slayer probably, and the rest at like Vires and some crap like that. I don't know exactly how many charms you get nowadays from doing Slayer. That's the only issue that I have, because my summoning is actually, I think it's my lowest stat. Actually, well, besides construction, which will be higher soon enough. Yeah, summoning is like my lowest stat, and I don't know exactly what the ratio for Slayer and summoning is nowadays. I'm assuming Slayer is much higher just because you get so much XP now for everything that you kill. It's impossible to be 1-to-1 ratio, I think. So I'm thinking in the future I might end up camping Abyssal Demons with aggressive potions. We'll see. That's like, what, 500 charms an hour or something, which is really OP. Or 400, I forget exactly how many it is, but yeah, with that new revolution thing they're doing where it does like thresholds and ultimates, that'll be pretty sweet actually. Alright, might I add that the threshold and ultimate update for revolution means that you can easily AFK with melee now. At least the way I was doing something like Vires, you would have to sometimes do thresholds to stay alive, because if you have like range and magic, they have really good basic abilities. For example, like the corruption one, is it corruption blast, or is that, yeah, corruption blast, that, and the range one. They heal you and they do so much damage in just one ability, so you can stay alive while AFKing. You've got friggin' Dragon Breath, which is a huge soul split hit and all that stuff, so it's very easy to AFK when you're doing just basics with like range and magic. But with melee it was always kind of more difficult, because you would soul split up. The good abilities for melee they're all thresholds, and if you don't click on them or activate them or whatever, then you might lose hit points over time. The only ability you really have with melee is like cleave, and that's really about it for like your AFK XP and your AFK soul splitting. So you'd have to do some thresholds if you want to stay alive. Even at Abyssal Demons, I found that AFK melee was like not that great, because I would have to do some thresholds or else I would die. Now keep in mind, I'm not wearing tank armor. I'm just wearing normal armor like bandos and shit. But yeah, summoning will be an interesting one. I also haven't been buying my pack yak hides, whatever, for a very long time, so I might have to start doing that daily eventually. I mean, it's quick and everything, especially with like the familiar update, where you can just put everything in your pack yak while just clicking one button instead of having to interact with it. That's kind of nice, I guess, for that method. But yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. Wood cutting. So a long time ago, I thought I was gonna have to probably just chop teaks. That's why I have like 200,000 teak logs. That's mostly because I was gonna do crafting dailies instead of just doing harps, which is much worse. But because I'm going to be AFKing harps and I'm not too focused on this account, it means I can kind of mess around with my daily challenge in a nice way for me. This bitch just get another fucking Siliski staff. I don't want to see that. Get out of here. But it looks like woodcutting, I'm going to probably be able to do all of it on the Ark, I think. I know for a fact I won't be done this account in a very long time. That's kind of one nice thing about like an RS3 Ironman, is if it takes you longer and you don't play as much or you're not playing efficiently, it basically means you can do daily challenges and all that stuff for a longer period of time. So you can you can use it to your advantage basically. So if I was playing hard right now, I wouldn't be able to finish all of my construction with con dailies, but because I'm playing at such a slow pace and not efficiently at all, it's gonna take me a lot longer to get 200 mil all basically, so I can do con dailies to 200 mil basically, I think. I will have to do some spinning dailies in the future. I'll touch up on that in a second, but yeah, woodcutting, I will probably be able to AFK just about most of it on the Ark, which is kind of cool. I didn't think that was gonna be a thing. I thought it was really dumb to do Ark woodcutting for like too long. I mean, obviously do it for the bamboo and the fletching XP from the contracts, but not like, don't do it all the way to 200 mil. But I guess now you can. Fire making, done it. Cooking, contracts. This will take me a long time to do through just contracts, so we'll see. With things like events, I don't ever do them because I feel like you have to do it, and it's kind of one of the things that pushed me away from enjoying RS3 Ironman is dailies and all that shit. So to me, for dailies, I just said I'm going to stop doing them, no matter how efficient they are, and I've enjoyed every single day a lot more than forcing myself to do all these dailies that Ironman require. And with friggin' beach event, it's like, it's not even a daily, it's more like a 4-hour long event you have to do every day if you want to be efficient. Screw that, no thanks, not interested. So yeah, that's my rant on cooking. Screw that in skill. I will do it through contracts. It's gonna take me a damn long time to do this. I'll probably get 3 mil a month, so it's at 36 mil. I don't even know how long this will take me to finish. Obviously, I still have some food in my bank that I can cook. I'll be showing out my bank later on. Fishing, I can do all this on the Ark, and it won't affect me at all, so that's kind of cool. I know they're coming out with a new fishing method soon. It's like a fishing platform or whatever it's called. There's like a few intense methods, a few AFK methods. I'm probably going to stick to doing it on the Ark unless they nerf that XP or something, which they might end up doing. Jagex kind of put themselves in such a shitty hole where they're giving you amazing XP for AFK methods. It's really hard to update a skill to make it, you know, the new best method is going to be what AFK as well then, because if the new method's not AFK, no one's going to do it because they were given an AFK method already that's really fast. So it's kind of they're in a hole basically. So the new method comes out for fishing. It's gotta be better than AFKing on Elf City or at the Ark, but it's not. The best method there is not going to be AFK. So or the best method there will be intense. So I doubt many people are going to honestly do it just because no one really cares about the XP rates for the most part. Anyways, mining and fishing. This is a skill that I will probably do at LRC. I'm going to wait till I see what happens with the mining update. I know that mining and smithing rework are happening. I don't know if I want to say soon because I could have said that a year ago and it still hasn't happened. So we'll see when that happens. It seems like it's been Jagex's biggest project, at least the RS3 side. For the past like 2 years or something, it's been discussion for a long time. I'm not sure exactly where they are with it. I've seen a few dev blogs, I think, where they showed how you can do it and stuff like that with like, I think they're bringing noted rune ores and noted rune bars in or something like that, which is, I don't have much, I don't really have anything negative to say about that. I mean, it's not too crazy, I guess. Oh, sorry, not noted, stackable, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, this I'm going to probably do at the Ark, at LRC. I don't know what the update's gonna do to LRC though. Like I feel like it's not gonna affect it at all, because I think their mining and smithing rework is not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be based around LRC at all. But they might change it. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I don't know. Like every rock in LRC might be active in it. I'm not really too sure. And there's like a progress bar or something like that. I don't really know how it's gonna work. We'll see. If I do get screwed over, I can easily switch over back to smithing contracts, which I hate. Smithing contracts are so boring to do. They're not AFK, so I can't really play on my other accounts. I just have to AFK them. But it's like a 20 or 15 minute daily challenge. It's worth doing on an Ironman for sure, but as of right now, I'd rather just AFK LRC. In the future, I will have to do some more smithing challenges though, because I believe if you do 200 mining at LRC, you get like, I don't even know exactly how much smithing you would get. I think it's you end up with like 160 mil smithing, I believe, or something like that. So you have to do like more than half a year, I believe, of just smithing contracts to make up for that XP that you're missing out on. Another thing I could do, which is probably, I mean, it might happen, who knows? I might end up just AFKing syringe stones, and I believe, I'm not sure what the ratio is for syringe stones, but if I do those for like 200 mil smithing, I think I'll have to do like 500 mil mining XP or some shit like that. But I guess if I'm not logging in, maybe that's something I would consider doing. That's such a stupid way to do it though, but I think it's like 20k smithing an hour versus like 70k or 60k in LRC, so it's literally 3 times slower, which is absolute trash. I'd probably do that if I got very desperate for any XP at all and I just had to log in and do something. I would maybe do that. But I've done all of it at LRC so far. It's very easy to do. It just depends on what I'm doing on my other accounts. If I end up doing dark crabs on old school, which I might do in the future, if I do those to 200 mil fishing, I have like 3,000 hours of AFK fishing to do on old school, and that's when I will knock out LRC mining and smithing, which will take me like, what, 1,500 hours or something like that for mining? I'm not really 100% sure. Maybe 1,200. I don't know what the XP rates are nowadays with all the buffs on the golem outfit that we now have, as well as the pickaxe with the harmed. Is it called harmed? I forget. Honed. I think it's honed, isn't it? Whatever this thing is, I forget. Yeah, that one there. I believe tier 4 is the highest you can get. Maybe it's tier 5 actually, but it's really hard to get. I think I forget. One of those. Right. I have 4 minutes. I'll just quickly jump into the bank. So here's all the energies I've received from doing this. I've also made about 1,600 divine charges with all my ancestral energy. It's an awful way to make divine charges because it's like 100 of these just for one of these. It's a really bad ratio, honestly. They should have changed it a long time ago, but now I hope they don't because I'll be screwed if they do that. But yeah, it's like 100 of these. So this is about 1,600 more divine charges. So I'm going to have like 3,000 and something divine charges when I'm done with div, which is pretty sweet. You know, bamboo, whatnot. I'm going to mine a bit more of these salt things. I believe when I'm done with the arc, I'm going to have like around, I don't know, 15,000 shark soups I'm going to be making or something like that because I've got all the supplies I need, I think. I mean, look at all the raw wobbegongs and the fucking golden bamboos. I'm good on everything, as well as the mushrooms, which is like the biggest issue for an Ironman. But because I'm AFKing them, it won't make a difference for me, so I'll have all the ones I need. So yeah, I believe I have enough supplies to make, let me see if I can move everything around the same area. Where's the, yeah, 20,000. Though this is all from the contracts, that's why I have so many of them. So yeah, I guess 15,000 is all I can make because I'm not going to go hunting for these things. So 15,000 more is how many I can make. So I already have all the supplies to make that. I just got to grind all the mushrooms. Here's the broads that I'm still sort of buying throughout every day. Normally try to do it. If I don't really bother stressing it. I just, you know, do it later. Yeah, there's the yak hides I have. PVM tab, still haven't PVM'd in forever. But it still looks nice to look at, even though it's kind of outdated now because there's much better things. Obviously, I put all my alchable stuff inside the Alkmeister, whatever the hell thing it's called, Alk machine thing. Ability codexes. I do have full ecto, but I purposely lost the ecto, the range top, just so I don't have to keep dropping it. So I just purposely lost it, and I'll wait till I get it again because I don't really care about full ecto, honestly. Doesn't matter much to me. Here's like a bit of the construction stuff. So 30k planks I work with, that'll last me a long time. More teaks I'll be putting my plank maker thing. Uncuts that I'll be doing before I finish crafting at the harps. Probably going to disassemble the diamonds, who knows. Tan hides stuff from our divination batch 2 as well, or invention batch 2. Tanned all my hides. I still got a bit more in there doing its work. Yeah, this tab here. So there's like, I have PRS, I guess, for like the soul rune crafting. If it even requires that, since I don't even know. But I was gonna have a whole ton of those from just doing abyssal demons in the future. So who knows? Yeah, just ores from doing whatever. This is for the rune ore, and the coal is for contracts for smithing, which I am currently taking a break on. But I'll be back. I'm gonna probably I'm gonna alk these. I think actually the battle staffs. Why not? I'm gonna make the fire orbs first. Herb lore tab, pretty normal, I guess. I mean, I have a ton of herbs. I'll show you guys in a second as well. But yep, there's the herb tab, just random shit everywhere. And then the main tab, which is just crap anyways. So yeah, here's the herb tab. Though this is mostly from doing, I'm gonna run out of time here, but we'll be back anyways. Still got 1,000 magic tree seeds. I'm not gonna do any of them. I'll be twin roll farming before I even touch these. It's just a cool collection in my bank. I felt like keeping some palms as well. I've never really I've never done like tree runs really on this account because I just wanted to do it without it. Just so I have a cool collection of magic seeds and shit. So those are all collected over time. But yeah, I've got all the spider eggs, Zambi wines. Those are Aventoes over there. Fellstocks, I farmed those years ago. Renars, that's hilarious. Lanodimes, yeah, dwarfs. Gonna clean all these and make them unfinished later in the future and probably do herb lore, but we'll see how far I get with that. 35,000 snapdragons. I have all the red spider eggs to do it, and I think I even have, look at these seeds, man. No. That's weird. I don't have to do my bang pin to log back in. Anyways, back to the herb tab. So it's very messy, I do agree, but yeah, more cello mushrooms. Haven't farmed those in forever. Potato cactus, from collecting those as a daily. You get like 40 a day, so yeah, it's like a day or a year of collecting potato cactus or something, so it's not too bad. Grenwall spikes from back when it was the meta. Yeah, pretty much just whatever in here. I will eventually do all this one day. They made it so the herb cape, I believe they made an update that I asked for a long time ago happen recently. Was it where? I believe I asked for the ability bar to make it so it's activate as the first option. because it used to be something else, like boost or something. Yeah, there we go. So it used to be boost as the first option, and I messaged Mod Ryan, Vati or whatever his name is exactly, to switch them because no one does boosting with a cape. It's stupid. So I asked them to just make it so activate as the first option. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Good update. Good job on him for noticing it would be a smart update to do. Obviously with the preset you'd want to do that and just press 3. Cleans the herbs for you for the perk for the 99 cape, but obviously you don't get any XP. So the higher tier herbs might not be 100% worth it, honestly. Like with my fell stock here, these things are insane XP pretty much for an Ironman. So I mean that's fast as hell. So I don't know if it's probably still worth using the cape on, but if you are really mad about herblore XP and you don't want to do any more herblore gaining, then this is probably the next thing to do. I mean, this would be good if it was old school. That's like 500 XP. If this was old school, I would definitely clean them manually versus getting them cleaned for free. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, more fell stock seeds. When I was first playing this account, I thought I would maybe camp a lot of dark beasts anyways and end up doing a lot of my farm XP from the fell stocks. I think if I farm these, it's like 12 mil farming, maybe even more. I'm not really too sure nowadays. But yeah, that was going to be a lot of my farm XP from those. That's why I have so many. All the fell stocks I farmed, I didn't even do juju potions with them because I just couldn't be asked. I still don't know if I'd even use juju pots on them because I don't need this many. I'm never going to use them anyways because I don't want to bother these. These mushrooms are so annoying to do, man. I'm telling you guys, Ironman and Artistry is all about dailies. I spent so long collecting that crap. Happy I did it though because it's nice to have now. But yeah, snape grass, some from thieving. I also do farm snape grass seed whenever I was doing farm runs at least. I don't do them anymore, but I might return one day in the future. So yeah, we'll see. Toad flax unfinished. Some crushed nest. I don't know where that's even from, honestly. Avanto seeds, Slanodimes, dwarfs, quorums, Canadines. These ones are irids. That's freaking hell of a lot. Snapdragons. That's so many snapdragons, honestly. So, yeah, this entire tab is from buyers, man. I'm surprised they haven't ever nerfed them. They don't really need a nerf, but for Ironman, they're very OP. That's why I just did 200 prayer as soon as I could, just in case they end up nerfing it one day. So, you know, you don't want to get screwed over on your Ironman, especially. So, yeah, that's that tab. I believe this is just my strict junk tab. Yeah, just nothing here. Pretty much like friggin' Suji's Ironman bank. Back to that tab. Yeah, so that's about my entire bank. I think it's worth a little bit over 9 bill or something. Yeah, 9.2 bill, but I can make 4 Nox weapons here, and these aren't valued at anything. So, and 3 of them can be a noxious scythe. So that's like 600 mil worth of scythe, then 1 more Nox. So it's pretty much worth 10 bill, which you might think is a lot, but honestly, RS3 PVM is so profitable. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Ironman out there that have like a 50 bill bank. As surprising as that might sound, I've only PVM for a very small portion of my time while playing this account. And if you know how to do Telos, man, it's a huge profit for your bank profit. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's some Ironman with well over 50 bill bank. I would be impressed though, but not that impressed just because of how much you can make from Telos. But yeah, that's my current bank value. I don't really care too much about it. At some point I have considered maybe just swapping it over to my other account, but I don't think I'll ever do that. I don't need money for any reason. It would just be fun to have it to merch with and stuff like that and invest it, I guess, because I can make a lot more money with it. But I really don't want to ruin all this work that I did on my Ironman just to have, 10 bill RS3. So it's whatever. But something that I've been recently doing is I made about 5,000 Dragonstone bracelets. Yeah, so I ran out of those mostly. I'm making as many things as I can that gives me crafting XP. That way, whenever I go and finish the rest of my crafting at the harps, I don't have to like miss out on better XP. Like I'm gonna make all my crystal flasks, my regular flask, all my dehides, all my dragonstones, and all my uncuts in general. I'm gonna cut them all before I go and do harps, because those are all much better XP, as well as it's good money as well to put like dragonstone bracelets in there. I think they alk for 11.5 or 11.8k each, so it's good money. I'm going to show you guys my current setup here for Invention Batch 2, which is still, I think, one of the biggest updates Ironman at least has ever received. So here's just the tan hide stuff. This is all I have left. Nothing really much. One more day. Easy. Elk stuff. This is the one I'm currently putting this. Okay, it's about to end. God damn it. I knew that was going to end soon. But yeah, 174 mil currently in there. I will probably replace this one once my elks are all done with a disassembler, maybe. I'm not too sure yet. We'll see. As well as I need a herblore one where it makes unfinished potions for me. This one I will not be using too much longer once it does all my teaks, but I have like 130k more in my bank, as you guys saw. I don't know if these are even really worth using on an Ironman just because it requires a lot of divine charges compared to anything else, but because I have so many and I don't plan on using them, I'm going to use the plank maker, but I don't really know if it's honestly efficiently worth doing just because divine charges have a very good value on an Ironman because it takes time to make these things. Versus the plank make thing takes time, but you can make so many planks per hour because at the Elf City place it's insane. So not really sure if it's efficiently worth using. But yeah, that's pretty much the bank for this Ironman. I keep saying hardcore almost, but it's not a hardcore. Here's also all the raw fish I have. I don't really do divine dailies too much. Divine locations. If I do, I'm not picky about it. I don't do fishing only anymore. I do divination ones. I might even start doing farming, like the herb ones that give you herbs and farming XP after divination is done, because I'm not too picky anymore. It takes too much time to look for these. You can do it at reset where all the Ironman are doing it, but I don't sometimes have time to spare while it's reset time, you know. But these are all the raw ones I have at the moment. I'll be cooking those, some more of these, and tuna is from what is it called? Kingdom. So yep. All the lobsters I cooked. I think I still have some raw lobsters. I'm not sure where they are. Yeah, that's about all I have left. I got these all from Ganos, which aren't worth doing anymore. So yeah, no one really kills those. They also updated split bark armor. I don't have my override on. Let me see what this looks like. I genuinely don't know what split bark looks like. I collected okay, I just have the helmet then. All right. I kept all these when I was killing Vires just because it's a bit of a collection. I don't know how this thing works honestly. Is it here? Dude, why did they update this thing? It looks like trash. Head. What? How do you work this thing, dude? Clear. Okay. Clear. Oh. That's pretty cool, I guess. It looks totally RS3, though. This would never belong on... Alright, cool. It didn't save it for me. Alright, good. I also kept all my dragon spears from Vires, is why I never bothered alching these. I banked them on purpose just because it's a cool collection. It's an item I don't think you can buy from the store anywhere. I mean, it's a nice like 30 mil plus in alks, but I'm gonna keep those obviously. The dark bows. Yeah, it's really about it. I haven't done PVM in years. I only do raids once in a while. I kind of need like a perm raid team that's like freaking Eastern time zone. The one I'm currently using is like Australian, and they don't really always need people. I'm not really like a perm member at the moment. Ceramic scales, I thank God I still have more of these from all the Iraqs where I've done, because if I didn't, I don't know what I would use for raids. Probably raids armor or armadillo or some crap, so good thing I still have that to make my shit with. But yeah, this is all the active stuff down here. I should have 14, I believe. Yeah, there's 14. If you move that there, there's 10 top, and then 4 here. So that's pretty good. Like I said, the Tempest top I purposely lost. That way I don't have to keep dropping, because if you want to keep doing raids and get tops and stuff, you have to drop it before you collect. It's too much work for me. No thanks. That's stupid. I don't know why they haven't changed that, honestly. But yeah, that's like a way around it. So I just purposely lost it, and just I'll get it when I get it, and then I'll go lose it again real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this account. I mean, hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed this ramble video a little bit and just showcasing my bank a bit and what my plans are probably. I don't have the most motivation for this account, but I have still obviously logged onto it every day and just AFK'd it in some way or another. So I fully still enjoy RS3 Ironman. It's just that I've enjoyed hardcore more on old school. I've always just liked old school skilling a lot more. I'm not really too sure why. It's always been more of my niche. I believe there is a JMod working on an agility course for like a TAP project or something. I'm not sure what it's going to be though, but yeah, I haven't done agility in like a year and something. I don't think I'll go back to it. That's like partially the reason why I don't really want to go for 200 law on this account as of right now, at least, is because I know I won't do agility because I won't be able to multitask it with the 2 other accounts. I know I don't want to do any herb runs. I'm already doing herb runs every hour on old school. I don't know if I could do that double. That's really annoying. So I don't do herb runs on this anymore, even though it's really quick on RS3 because of the presets and the farming cape perk and all that stuff as well. But I just haven't been doing them because I guess I'm lazy. And who the hell wants to do double the herb runs? Like, doing herb runs every hour is already enough. Doing it twice, no thanks. Otherwise, I believe I have everything I need to finish 200 mil herb lore. I just need to actually do farm runs to do that. So I guess, possibility. That's pretty much it. I'm not sure how much XP I'll have next time I make a video on this account. Depending on what I do. If I did Slayer in combats, I'd have 4 build pretty quickly probably, but don't really care too much about that. I'm just going to keep AFKing. Lovely, 50k farming an hour doing this method right here. How great is that? I have over 1,000 hours left of just clicking on this thing just to finish farming. That's hilarious. Anyways, we are 36. Actually, this is a 36-minute clip, but I think I have over 5 minutes of footage. So if you made it this far, I'm going to just say this for all your RS3 homies, alright? I'm sure this video is going to get some dislikes because I've been uploading old school lately and they don't want to see this and they hate it. So to fight back these assholes that are disliking the video, give this video a like if you've watched this far and you've enjoyed it. Just to support your boy that is trying to play RS3 and show you guys an update on it. He knows he's going to get dislikes, but he's doing it just for the RS3 players so they're at peace with at least something to know what I've been doing on my Ironman. So give the boy a like. Represent this motherfucker that's going to probably get like 150 dislikes in the first hour of this video. Oh, and comment RS3 for the win if you've also watched this far. So, getting on to maybe a bit of a ramble part. Well, not ramble, ranty part on the Ironman. Something that I haven't enjoyed about the RS3 team in general is, how do you word it? Some things that they don't prioritize that they probably should. I personally think, they've talked about doing a rework for dailies a long time ago. They said they're going to rework them. They haven't done that. I don't know when they will. To me, personally, I think reworking of daily challenges and dailies in general on this game should be a high priority. And the reason for that is because it's in the goddamn title. It's a daily. There's a lot of players that do dailies. It's every day. Every player is affected by it every day, right? Not everyone's a PVM or not everyone's a PKer, but a lot of people do dailies in some way or another, and it's affecting everyone. The sooner you do the daily update, the sooner your player base is going to be happier, or it's going to hit a large portion of your community at least and make them happy. So I would have prioritized daily challenges and dailies in general. They talked about reworking it a goddamn year ago. Nothing's changed ever since. Kind of annoying. It's really poor work and poor effort on their part. I'm not sure who's in charge of it, but can someone be put in charge of it and just goddamn do it? It's pretty irritating that we've had to wait a year for this. I don't want to get too into the rants, but I do believe there's a post on Reddit as well discussing 2016 RuneFest. Jagex talked about 6 different things they wanted to do apparently, or 7. And only one thing actually happened apparently in all of the 2017 year pretty much. Or maybe it was 2015 I forget which RuneFest it was. I think it wasn't the one that just happened, but it was the one before. So that would have been 2016 RuneFest, and they must have discussed everything for 2017. So yeah, so a bit of 2016 at the very ending and 2017. They didn't do really any of them. They did one thing apparently. There's quite a few things that apparently got talked about. I believe one idea got scrapped, which was the old accounts that would get unbanned, and you can bank purchase them or whatever the hell it was. I think they scrapped that on purpose. The mining and smithing rework, the bank rework, a few more things I can't think off the top of my head, but there was a Reddit post. It kind of made me laugh, and it kind of made me sad at the same time, because it's quite depressing knowing that RS3 has goddamn 10 times the JMods old school has, but they really just can't deliver. The best updates this game's probably had this year is just ninja updates, honestly. They seem to be doing a good job. There's always good ninja updates, fixes and whatnot as well. So good job to that team. Can't say the rest about the others, considering there's been no delivery. I mean, we were told a bunch of updates would happen, and we didn't get them. So someone's at fault here. I believe that new game mode that came out recently as well, the Damned, or whatever the hell it's called, zombie apocalypse bullshit, whatever the hell it is. I saw Reddit yesterday. Apparently there's a lot of hate on it. I don't know what happened, but good job to the RS3 team pissing off your player base once again. There was like hundreds of comments flaming RS3. I'm not sure what they did, honestly. I didn't. RS3 just fails to advertise their game mode, dude. It was probably one of the worst things I've seen. They really need to work on their advertisements for their game modes. That game mode, I swear, almost came out like silently, just out of nowhere. I believe there was a YouTube video advertising it, but it wasn't even like a preview. It was like a trailer, like a 1-minute trailer. It told you nothing about it. They did a poor job, I would say, on advertising it. It was not well executed, and I don't think many people have even played it. I have no idea what it even is. That's how little it was discussed or talked about. Obviously, like YouTube and streaming and all that stuff, it's mostly old school dominant. I won't lie about that, but I didn't know shit about it, honestly. I think if you play RS3, you probably still know what Deadman is. You might even know what King of the Skill thing is, KOTS. That's like the newer thing. You probably know what Last Man Standing was. I mean, it was a very small thing, but it did happen. Most people probably know about that even. I mean, they advertise their shit really well. They know what Inferno definitely is, right? Inferno was huge. Raids was huge as well for old school, but it's all well done. It's all well advertised. Then you have RS3 coming out with some random game mode that no one knows anything about. That's to say, even when I was playing on my RS3 Ironman and I was only AFKing old school, I would still hear everything that's happening on old school, even though I was only focusing on RS3. But now that I'm focusing only on old school, I literally don't know anything that's happening on RS3. So it's not just, oh, you're just playing old school now, you don't care about RS3. No, that's not it, bitch. I knew everything that was happening on old school when I was playing RS3 because it was well advertised. I can't say the same, though, if you switch it around. As well as this year, they went above and beyond into ruining Ironman accounts. They really pushed that beach event bullshit on people, and they did like a double XP weekend type of shit, I believe, at the beach event. I think they made it so you could just use it for the entire day. In terms of beach event, it's not as OP as it might be, or it might sound, but what's OP about it is that the alternative to those methods are methods that are hardly ever done. Like cooking, for example, at the on the beach event. There is a similar method where you can get like decent XP compared to it, but it's much more work. And that's why everyone abuses the beach event, because it's no effort. It's like one click every goddamn 15 seconds. And you get a bunch of XP. You get like the best cooking XP in the game per hour on an Ironman. I don't know why they ever decided to include Ironman in all these events. Unfortunately, I think a lot of Ironmen like it anyways because they don't really care if it makes... I mean, honestly, at this point, this account isn't much different than the goddamn main account. They keep adding these events and handing out XP. You know, that's what a main account's all about, handing out XP. The beach event is an XP handout. I mean, yeah, you gotta click for it, but how easy is the goddamn method of doing it? And I asked them, like, you know, are you guys doing anything about this beach event? Right before it came out this year, I was like, can you guys disable this for Ironman? It's really OP. Like, you don't understand. You're getting like 1 million cooking a day on an Ironman in just a few hours, and the alternative to it is much more intense, much more annoying, and it's much... I don't know if it's much slower, but it's nowhere near the same. So, you know, they don't really know too much about Ironman mode. I was thinking Ronan would kind of know. Not Ronan, Ramen, because he had an Ironman. I don't know if he still plays it or not, but I thought maybe he would understand, so I tweeted to him. But yeah, I don't really know. I guess he doesn't really care. But sorry, not that he doesn't care. He just he's working on other things, and obviously he doesn't care that much about like the Ironman stuff. He cares more about, you know, his PVMing, which he should, you know. But it'd be nice to see if he could go out of his way a little bit and just change it up. I'm going to quickly just show you guys what I'm talking about here. So Ironman on RS3 here. Cooking. Here's all the, you know, monthly cooking records at the moment. And this is mostly all done from the beach event. If I click on all these names, you're going to see it was done a few months ago probably. Alright, this one was a beach event. Oh, which, you know what? This person actually did fishing. This is the wrong name to click on. Here's a good example. So this is the beach event. This is the beach event from this year, you know. All the high rank Ironmans you'll probably know about have done it all there. You know, all these names, just, you know, cooking from there. It's not to say they're doing anything wrong. I mean, they should be doing this method for sure. It's the best method to do. But I would definitely say they probably ruined the high scores for cooking on the Ironman accounts. I mean, does that really matter? Not really, but I mean, who knows what's next, right? I mean, I believe it's actually efficient as well to do not contracts, the construction XP on the beach event. So they keep doing this. People are gonna go from doing cooking on the beach event to construction, and then like, what's the next? You know, like this is just a bad pattern. Don't like it. It's literally the same as the main account on RS3. It's just you have to work kind of for your XP, but it's still an XP handout. I'm not a fan of it. This is Ironman. Leave us the goddamn alone. We don't want your updates. And there's obviously a difference between people doing the method and wanting the method to be there. If the method is there and it's efficient, no matter who you are, you're going to do the method, even if you agree with it or not. But yeah, that's like one pretty big update that really just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not a fan of it. It's you honestly force yourself to do like 4 hours of cooking every day during the month or the 30-something days the beach event is there for, and it's just I mean, that's taking daily to a whole new level. I think that's why I really dislike the method, is because you can't just log in and do it when you want. You have to do the method at specific times when the JMods activate this thing called happy hour. And I don't agree with that at all. I don't like there being like a special XP per hour that you get only because you're online at a specific time. I'm not a fan of that at all. Mostly just because this means like if you have a life or something, you get screwed over. If you have a job or this or that, you can't log in at those specific times when the happy hour is happening at that time and on that time only. I get that they do it 4 times a day, which is them trying to cater to everyone around the world, but they're doing the exact opposite. They're screwing people over that have a life, and they're rewarding people that don't go outside, like me. Because that means those people that don't go outside, they can do all 4 hours of the beach event, whereas someone with a life can only do like 1 hour. And it's nice they're trying to cater to it, but there should either be a limit of how many you can do on an Ironman, or just nerf the XP from what it is to, you know, half. That way, if you want to do it, you can do it, but it's not going to be the most efficient thing. That was the one thing that really annoyed me as well, was the specific times you had to be online for. There was times where I wanted to go out, when I actually cared about this shit, when I wanted to go out for like an hour or two and do something, I had a friend call me up, or I wanted to go eat or something like that, the gym even, and I couldn't because I knew that in 10 more minutes they were going to activate a happy hour and I'd have to do it. Otherwise, I'd be at a disadvantage on the Ironman account, which, if you really think about it, it's not that much different from spins. For example, if you buy spins and someone else doesn't, you get ahead of them, not because you're better, not because you play more, but because you're getting an advantage of the XP per hour. And same thing applies here. If you play 10 hours a day, you do all the beach hours, you're going to end up getting more EHP than someone who plays 10 hours but doesn't do the beach events. And I don't like the whole fucking 4 hours of being forced to do it daily. No thanks. That's not what I signed up for when I made my Ironman. And the Claudia boss, I don't even do that. That was like, I had no passion at all to play this account. I almost felt like quitting because all these things were happening that I just strongly disagree with. But I kept playing. I just AFK'd. I just ignored the fact that it was there and everyone was abusing it. What they did this year actually was they made it so for like, I think 3 or 2 times they made it so for 72 hours you would be able to use the things on the beach event without having a temperature thing. So it wasn't a beach hour, it was literally a beach day for 3 days straight. Just imagine that. That's just damn, they really don't care about Ironman, dude. That's really the only issue I've had though in terms of the updates that are affecting Ironman, is that I just don't like it, especially because it's 4 hours every day you'd have to do it, and it's one of those things as well where, you know, you have to be online at a specific time. But I don't agree with that. I think that gives people too much of an advantage over others just because they're online at a specific time. That's to me, in my head at least, that's almost like spins. Spins is much worse, obviously, but it's in the same playfield as like what it's kind of like. That the frame is the same. It's just much more OP with spins. Another thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way this year was I believe when Jagex was asked what are some of their biggest updates they did this year, a few of them mentioned that place in Lumbridge they added where you get anima, I think it's called, or whatever. This weird, what is this stuff here? View currency thing. What is it called? Yeah, this crap here. The Shattered Worlds, I believe it's called. They discussed how that was one of their bigger updates this year, and to me that was kind of concerning because that to me was one of the worst updates I've seen in a long time. I mean, it was cool, it was nice, it was interesting, but in terms of content, it was just like you go there, you unlock 2 abilities, and you probably never return. That's it, and that to them was considered like the biggest update, or one of the bigger updates. That's like saying Fishing Trawler in Old School was one of the biggest updates of the year because they released a fishing outfit there where people went back to Fishing Trawler to get the fishing outfit, then they left forever. Old School would never say their biggest update was Fishing Trawler or one of their yearly highlights. Hell no, it's just a small little update on the side. But when asked about it, RS3 seemed to have advertised it as one of their bigger updates of the year, which was concerning to me. Because honestly, it's freaking shit to me. Like, I don't like it at all. They did buff it a little bit, which they should have, thank God. That was once again a hotfix from the Ninja team, I believe. Like I said, good job to them. But before you would do it, and if you couldn't scale to the top floor, you were basically screwed in order of trying to get the anima stuff. But now they made it so even if you can't go to the top floor, you can still farm the anima at a decent rate at the lower floors. So good job on them for doing that. That was one of the suggestions I sent to one of the JMods, and then they asked, they went out of their way actually and asked all the Ironmen, what do you guys think about this? And they all didn't like it. They thought it should have been fixed a little bit, and they fixed it, which was pretty nice to see. But those are probably the only real issues I have. I think RS3 is doing, like, some of the JMods are really doing a great job. I don't want to single them out because I don't want to be that one. Like, I don't want to put other ones down. But the ones that know they're doing good, they know who they are. Congratulations to them. Continue working hard. But the ones that, for some reason, we're just not receiving updates when we should be. Some things are too far behind, I think, and there's some type of just maybe bad work ethic or something. I mean, something interesting to think about is I don't think Jagex really ever fires their employees. Like, I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying it's very normal to see people get fired. It happens every goddamn day. But I don't think we've ever really seen a JMod get fired, which would imply that every JMod is doing their job. But we do have issues where updates are being delayed. So, not to sound like a dick, but there's some JMods that maybe are slacking and they shouldn't be. Because what happens in other places, if you slack and you don't deliver, or if it's a bad job, you get fired. But I don't think we've ever really seen a JMod get fired. Maybe there has been, and they just don't advertise it because it's not something you really want to advertise. We've seen a lot of JMods leaving a leaving message. Maybe they're actually getting fired and they just got permission to say that they're leaving. Who knows? I think most of them are actually just leaving though because they're moving on to different things. It's not maybe a career for most people. I don't know how much it pays honestly, but maybe it doesn't pay the most if people are leaving for something else. But it's just something interesting to think about. I think. I mean, they are behind in things. Things are promised and they're not delivered. And I don't know what the consequences really are of Jagex for being so far behind sometimes. I mean, everyone there is very friendly. When I was there, it's a great work environment. So there's no issue like that. I would think. I don't know what it is, but there's for some reason they're behind, and there's maybe a bad work ethic, and it should be changed. Because I don't think there's any excuse to deliver one update out of 7 in an entire year. I just can't fathom what stopped all these updates from happening. And of course, the whole microtransaction thing. I'm not even going to get into that. This is where I will defend the JMods here for the most part. JMods don't really have control over how many microtransaction things we have and how often it happens. I don't really think they have control over that. Whoever, which I think is that Chinese mining company or whatever that owns the game, I believe it's them that give the order of, do this update, put this microtransaction in there. I don't think it's the actual JMods doing it. If you ask most JMods, they would probably say they don't like the fact that their game has microtransactions, but they can't do anything about it. If I was to work at Jagex tomorrow I would still disagree with microtransactions, but there's nothing I could do to get rid of it because it's out of my jurisdiction and it's for the higher ups to discuss all that stuff, right? So I will defend the RS3 team there. You can't always flame them. It's very unfortunate to see spins happening. I even think some of the JMods obviously don't agree with it. They don't like it, but there's really nothing that they could do. It must suck being an RS3 JMod and getting spins always shoved in your face as to a reason why like you're not doing a good job or something, because players will always be pissed about microtransactions. That's why I would suggest making an Ironman, by the way. That's why I've not been affected by microtransactions because I'm an Ironman. I mean, like I said, the beach event kind of fucked me over, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, I do believe there was also a Reddit post that was shown where they did like, where I could find it maybe. Yeah, so here it is. Here's, this is kind of, I don't know how accurate this is, but it doesn't seem like any JMods thought that this is false, so I'm assuming this is actually real. But here's 2014 microtransactions. Every red thing you see is when there was a promotion. 2015, 2016, it's getting pretty bad. And there's 2017. God damn. And I'm going to assume this is actually real because I know that they discussed removing Last Chance Tuesdays ever since this post went out, and it looks like they have. But how retarded is that? They've removed Last Chance Tuesday, but every other day still has a promotion. That's laughable, honestly. Alright, you guys might not be able to see the entire thing. Let me see if I can minimize. Can I just like shrink it like this? No? Okay. I'll just move the recorder down a little bit so you guys can see. There's the bottom, right? So every Tuesday, they removed it. Like they said, they're going to remove Last Chance Tuesday, but every other day still has a promotion. Oh my god. That's jokes. But yeah, one thing that probably does suck a lot for RS3J mods is they have no control over spins, and they will always get flamed for spins. That must be one shitty ass situation to be in. But then, like I said, the next thing to do then, if you can't control how much hate you get from spins, and spins keep happening, the next thing you should do as a JMod is make sure you deliver really good updates to make up for the fact that there's spins and to maybe make some of the players happy. Because what you have right now is players pissed about spins and the quality of updates. I mean, like, what more is there to do as a JMod besides the quality of updates? So maybe they're just getting hate from all angles pretty much because people aren't happy with their updates, people aren't happy with the microtransactions, and it's just creating a big issue for everyone. So, you know, if I was RS3J mods, I would try to deliver really damn good quality updates to make up for the fact that they can't remove spins and they have to live with it. And so does the player base pretty much. Unless you become an Ironman or you go play old school, you don't really have to live with microtransactions anymore, but they are in the game. But yeah, I did find that post pretty hilarious. I'm not even really annoyed, honestly. Like, spins to me at this point in time, I'm not annoyed by them. I don't care about them. I don't care who buys the most spins. I used to care, sort of. Not really care. I just kind of... It was at a point where, you know, I spent this much time on this game trying to get to where I am, and all of a sudden you can buy it. So that was kind of a slap in the face for me. I mean, how can you not be pissed? Like, how can you be, like, happy about Treasure Hunter hitting the game this hard when, you know, you've played for as long as I have and you've spent that much time and effort on 200 Malal, you know, to see this. But I've grown out of that stage because I don't care anymore about, like, the entire high scores of RS3 for the most part. So it just doesn't bother me anymore. I might make a video in the future discussing 2 or maybe even 3, maybe even more than that, really big things that Jagex fucked up on really hard, that they could have done and made much more money from it. So that might be like a future ramble video for RS3. Who really knows? It's basically me giving them a damn good idea to make even more money out of their own game. Hell yeah. Anyways, I'm going to wrap the video up here. This was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm not even sure how the hell I talked for an hour, but I guess when you don't make a video on RS3 for a year, pretty much, or 6 months or whatever, there's a lot to talk about. So hopefully you guys enjoyed maybe a podcast, you can call this, maybe. I'm not even too sure. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, though. If you did, like I said, be sure to give it a like. I believe the last ramble video I made on the old school PKing stuff, PvP stuff, whatever, got like 2,000 likes. It didn't even get that many dislikes, which I'm pretty surprised about. I got like maybe 200 at the very most, and that's because it was more of an opinionated video, I guess, so you kind of expect that. Oh my god, we just hit an hour. That's crazy. Anyways, if you made it down to the video, you're a beast. Hopefully you enjoyed an hour of your time going by really slow by listening to this shitty video. All right, I'll see you guys in a few months with another RS3 Ironman update video. We'll go for three. I'll hopefully be 3.5 built at the very least. Because I'm going to be spending 2 months at Harps probably to finish that off, and then I'm really not sure where I'm going next. I haven't thought that far yet, to be honest with you, so we'll see. Maybe some thieving, and then I'll finish that in like a month or something, so we'll see. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ta for now.